Good afternoon. Today, I'm going to tell you about a plan for recycling waste in our local area. The first thing we can do in order to recycle waste correctly in our estate is to form a group of some volunteers to teach our estate members separate waste. If we teach them the different type of waste, they can throw rubbish properly. First, organic waste or wet waste. Organic waste is waste that rots and decomposes quickly, such as food scraps, fruit peels, vegetable scrap, meat, and dry leaves. Second is general waste. It is a waste that is usually not biodegradable or difficult to decompose, but it is non-toxic and not worth recycling, such as candy packets, foam boxes, plastic bags, contaminated food containers. Third, recycling waste. Recyclable waste is waste that we throw away and can be reused again, not for one time, such as plastic bottle, plastic bag, glass bottle, cans, and paper. And the last one is hazardous waste. Hazardous waste is waste that contain contaminated substances such as toxic substances, infectious substances, corrosive objects such as batteries, electronic devices.
After that, the next thing we can do is to add recycling bins to public areas. We can educate our estate members about the difference between those bins. So basically, the yellow one is for recycling only. For example, clean paper and cardboard like newspapers, magazines, junk mail, aid cartons, glass bottles and jars, aluminum or steel cans and lids, and all rigid plastic containers. Next is the blue bins. It is for general waste that cannot be recycled or composted. For example, cleaning cloths and sponges, broken crockery, plastic plates and cutlery, and glossy or coated paper, takeaway coffee and drink cups. The green one is for the organic bin. For example, all food scraps, including meat, dairy, and takeaway leftovers, soil pizza boxes, tea leaves and bags, coffee grounds, tissues and paper towels, or even sawdust. And the red one is for hazardous waste, such as batteries from cars or mobile phones, fluorescent lamps, insecticide containers, or even used printer cartridges. The idea of separating waste in each bin is to make all the members realize its benefits to the environment. Let them know that if they do it correctly, the environment will be better, and it is extremely important for us. Moreover, if we separate waste properly, it helps reduce the amounts of waste sent to landfills and incinerators. On the other hand, if they don't care about this stuff, the pollution will increase, or even worse, if we don't recycle, the natural habitats will destroy, and we will end up in a sticky situation of running out of resources.
Waste management. If we sort the waste, follow its type, and drop it in the correct bin, it will be handled properly according to the following processes. Organic waste, composting, and conversion are the most common ways to safely manage organic waste. It can also be converted into energy via an aerobic digestion, or AD. In an AD facility, waste is deprived of oxygen while it breaks down, creating a renewable energy source called biogas. General waste. The general waste stream is collected and compacted before being transferred to an engineered landfill site. Engineered landfill sites generate power using the methane created by the decomposing waste. Recyclable waste. After collection, recyclables are sent to a recovery facility to be sorted, cleaned, and processed into materials that can be used in manufacturing. Hazardous waste must often be stabilized and solidified in order to enter a landfill and must undergo different treatments in order to stabilize and dispose of them. Some materials with hazardous constituents can be recycled, such as lead-acid batteries.
Next, how to manage with non-recyclable waste. Not every waste could be recycled, so before throwing out trash, make sure to separate trash properly. The reason for this is because most waste resorting plants are set up for processing purposes and separate materials. Here's a misunderstanding how waste is recycled. The first one is plastic bags and other sort of plastic packaging. These shouldn't be thrown in the recycle bin because waste sorting plants aren't designed to accept plastic bags. If you do, it will get stuck in the machine. Secondly, crockery and glassware even appear to be recyclable, but in fact, they are not. Glassware melts in different temperatures, from glass bottles to jars, and it will mix with other materials. Next is electronic waste. Mobile phones or batteries are not only mixed with other materials, but it also poses a danger to the health of workers in waste sorting plants. The last one is polystyrene foam. Although there are some places where this garbage can be picked up, but materials made of polystyrene, such as cups or styrofoam glass, should not be thrown into the recycling waste. If people throw in the recycle bin, it can be mixed with recycled paper materials. And how to encourage people in estates. First, starting from having estate representatives start recycling waste for people in the community to see. If we start doing it, people will turn out to follow. And then establish rewards of recycling waste can be both cash and attractive gift. This will make people feel more motivated to do more recycling. Thank you for participating.